All right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. A lot, and I mean a lot, to dive into and discuss in today's video. If you guys were not on social media yesterday, well, you definitely missed out on quite the big one, probably the biggest Apex Legends esports update that we have had in quite some time. And this story is long because it's multiple stories. So, and honestly, the bad news is, well, there's more to come. So make sure to stay tuned. If you guys want to stay up to date with all things inside of the world of Apex Legends esports, then of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel. And without further ado, let's dive into what's happening. First, I wanted to make mention of our Oversight Pro Esports series. You've got, once again, block one winner LG looking pretty solid, and this is obviously not the norm over the last couple of weeks. We haven't seen LG really win. They've been doing solid. They're decent, you know, nothing crazy, but here we are with multiple wins in multiple blocks this week. So really good to see out of Luminosity. Then you've got Northception and RC Reject, Winity, of course, Riddle Order also. So that's 3 APAC North teams up here in the top 5. Then Dark Zero as well. Still missing a team is just really sad. You know, we're approaching LAN and we're always having some team missing, but I guess there are some appropriate reasons to that. Also wanted to make mention Legends Gaming inside of block 2 were your winners from APAC South. The only or one of few, I should say, very few mouse and keyboard teams that still exist today. All 3. Only difference here is, well, they weren't really playing with their entire normal mouse and keyboard team. They had Koifel playing in there for this go round, so a little bit different. But you had Boogie Borders in second, Cloud9 in third, Elevate in fourth, and Aurora in the top 5. Northception, though, back-to-back top 6. Love to see it. And overall, a full 20 on this. Really unfortunate for Geared Gaming, and hopefully we can get that situation fixed pretty soon. Also wanted to make mention of some big news. Unfortunately, OpTic Gaming has decided to part ways with their roster consisting of Dropped, consisting of Knocked, and consisting of Skittle Cakes. And according to Drop, they are exiting the Apex Legends esports scene. This really sucks and was one of the big hitters because they're a part of these partnered organizations, right? We thought they may stick around. We thought obviously they might even drop this team because they didn't make LAN, and obviously they're going to come back to Pro League and such. But we thought, okay, well, maybe they're just going to sign Legacy. Maybe they just want to go to a LAN team. But according to Drop's specific tweet, he says that they have decided to exit the Apex scene. So it doesn't look like this is going to be just a roster swap or roster change. This might actually be the end of OpTic Gaming, and that's a big punch in the stomach here for Apex if that's truly the case. And man, I really don't want that to be the case, but we may be entering some dark times if what I'm hearing is true. So very unfortunate stuff, but that's not the only one. You've also got Roiee over here in the APAC South region playing for Team Dreamfire. Well, he's been a fan favorite when it comes to LAN. He's been a fan favorite just in general over the last couple of years. Well, sadly, he's also made a little bit of an announcement himself. He said, first of all, I would like to thank Sandwich and Pete and everyone I met in my Dreamfire career. I've decided to leave Dreamfire. So really unfortunate situation as it continues on in the scene. More roster updates, more roster drama, and sadly organization issues as well. But that's not the only one. HisWattson finally getting some sort of announcement today. So the announcement is not live at the time of recording the video, but we will have an article out once the announcement is live. But today he is announcing what's going on with the Furia Apex Legends roster situation. It is very obvious, I think, at this point. You don't just take this long of a break. More than likely, we could probably expect HisWattson maybe retiring here. Vaxlon maybe getting signed to Furia. But basically, HisWattson had posted 6 p.m. Eastern today. I'll be live explaining the Furia Apex Legends roster situation. This will be the only time I talk about this situation, answering as many questions as I can with 100% transparency. Any info about it that doesn't come directly from me, Keon, Madness, and Vaxlon or Furia management is not a reliable source. So it seems very obvious Vaxlon's involved. Vaxlon is probably taking the roster spot back. HisWattson is more than likely going to be taking a step back once again from Apex Legends competitive. It makes sense, you know, and that's the only thing that I can really understand here. You know, one time only going to talk about this situation. He probably is, you know, in a situation where, you know, maybe not embarrassment, but kind of embarrassment, you know, just doesn't want to even have this conversation, but he knows he has to. Just one time and we're over it. Let's not ever talk about this again. And the guy just probably wants to move on. So really interested to see what this turns out to be, but I think we all have a good indication of what it may be as well, especially after Vaxlon's been playing with them on Scrims for quite some time. Also got some more drama inside of the Apex Legends esports scene. So MT and Walty revealed today on, actually yesterday, on a Sweet Dreams live stream the reason that they were actually denied by US immigration, and the reason that they had to get dropped from Moist Esports, the reason they are now playing under a different team name. Well, basically, if you haven't seen this already, we thought maybe it was because they didn't like the name Moist. We thought maybe that there were some, other reasons that had something to do with the Moist Esports blanket, right? Well, maybe it turns out that isn't the actual reason. So if you watch this video, you're probably in for quite the aggravation here as to why they got rejected. Roll the clip.
So the new team name is going to be definitely not Moist.
That'd be a banger.
I don't think anyone will ever know.
Unaffiliated with Moist Esports, like that'd be.
That's not bad.
So, is the final verdict that they don't like the name Moist? Is that like the general consensus?
No, we actually got the reason today. Apparently we didn't provide sufficient proof that we're like actually a good enough team or like a good team.
Basically, the US government said we're actually shit, so can't get in.
There's a lot of jokes I can make right now, but because it's a serious topic, I'm going to say that the US government's brain dead.
So you can see why that reason is definitely bogus, right? It's stupid because you look at Moist Esports and here they are at second place overall in the Pro League. They're a very well-known team. They do really, really good in APAC South for a long time. Then they come to APAC North America, and they're still doing really, really good. How can you not have this argument being made, especially whenever you hear that Charlie had EA representatives going at bat for them as well to also get this situation handled? Like, you would know, okay, EA is a very big company. They're vouching for these guys as not just a pro team, but one of the top pro teams in the world as well. So just a really crazy situation. I would imagine that specific caseworker was just probably out of his mind or either just delusional or something as far as this not getting taken care of. But really, really interesting day of esports as well. Really like what Colgan had put out also, because this is a situation where you're seeing all these orgs leaving. Some of them are a part of this partnership program, right? You've got OpTic now leaving. We don't know what's going to happen with FaZe. I would really hope that FaZe would sign Legacy. There's some others obviously that have recently backed out, and then you've also got a situation where I'm hearing there are more to come. That's right, and not just any old org, but big name orgs, really good orgs that we love in this game, sadly will be soon to follow OpTic Gaming, it seems. So where in the world is Apex Esports going? Well, obviously with this partner program, I thought they were going to stick around long term. Call of Duty just recently got the news that their drama with their whole league is also getting some attention. COD basically came out to say, we want to give the teams more revenue share on their bundles and such, because we want to give back to the teams after all this drama has gone on. We want to forgive all the outstanding fees that teams owe. We want to return and refund those that have already paid. So really, really interesting approach here from Call of Duty, and I really hope that this is more common in the future for esports in general. Even Colgan, the analyst over here for Cloud9, tagging Apex in this. I really wonder why OpTic left. Is it because they don't feel taken care of? Is it because they feel like Apex is dying? Is it because they feel like the esport is not going to thrive? Now, unfortunately, we do have some more bad news. It looks like it was not all good news from the visa perspective, as yesterday we mentioned Wonton Dumpling from the APAC South region had their visas accepted, and that's great news, and we love to see it. Sadly, one of the bigger stars inside of the EU scene, Effect, was denied of his visa just ahead of the Split 1 playoffs in Los Angeles. But Alliance still retained hope that the star will be able to play, according to Tom, with a new appointment already scheduled. Really, really, really unfortunate situation. This seems like there's a lot of visa issues this go round. Honestly, there was a lot last round as well, but it seems like this one isn't because of the late notice, but more so because of the state of Apex or something. Like, maybe the people don't take this game seriously anymore. Very interested to see what you guys have to say down in the comment section below about all the topics mentioned in today's video. Of course, like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with all things inside of the world of Apex Legends esports. And if you want to see the live update from HisWattson, of course, you can watch his live stream at 6 p.m. Eastern, or if you missed it, you can check out our Twitter or our ApexGlobalSeries.com website, where we'll have that update for you as well. And so until the next time, we will see you all later, Gators.